particular, of course, they have Amar on his Mars. I mean, Crit, he's been playing kind of two heroes in the majority of this tournament, but he's still playing a Grandmaster hero.
They've got 3 Grandmaster heroes on Team Falcons. I mean, good luck.
And Skeeter does play a lot of Dragon Knight. I think he's one of the few that will always be playing this as a carry. So let's see if BetBoom can withstand the pressure. They have good damage in team fight that can be round together. Just will they be able to actually kill some of these tanky targets like Malrine when he's able to get that Eternal Shroud? I think that's going to be a big timing for him to just be pretty unkillable, and he's always got great kill threat versus something like a Terrorblade. So see what Nightfall's able to get this game.
I mean, overall, what do you imagine the plan is with BetBoom's lineup? Do you think there's definitely a bit of, hey, you know what, we've got to try something different? What do we all want to play?
Yeah, I think it's just them changing things up, and also I think they were talking about how they want to take some heroes away from the side of Falcons. I think that's kind of what they were doing. The SD, the Kunkka, I'm sure we've seen that a lot of times from Falcons, so wanting to go maybe away, take some deny picks as well. We'll have to see if this works.
Well, let's see. I think that's what Aria and the panel was saying. They've got to do something crazy in the lanes.
Yep. And last game, they had kind of the best way to dictate pace with the Coddle, right? Zeus, not a hero like a Keeper of Light where you can just absolutely crush the lanes from rotations with Spirit Vessel. This is a very different hero.
I mean, looking at some of these sort of lane matchups, I mean, which one's the most volatile, would you say?
Probably, I mean, top, probably, but I'm not sure. I just haven't gotten to see too much of this Terrorblade recently. And I don't know, the Toronto-Tokyo Gyrocopter, I've seen he's done this a couple times where he goes for the flak build. He's one of the few that actually just does this, rather than just going for your missile and your barrage to just force the lane out. But they're playing versus, Amar on his Mars. This guy just doesn't lose on this hero, it seems like.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's been in many situations before where he's destroyed quite a few TBs in lane. So they can get going here, and they've got, of course, great combo as well here on the crit on the Willow.
It's a ton of damage that these two can provide.
Yeah, level 2, absolute kill potential is going to be on the table between them, so BetBoom's going to have to be careful against the Falcons up here.
And bottom also, it's a strong and safe lane that Falcon's gone for here. Sometimes we've seen this Kunkka be able to go for a kill onto one of these squishier, like a Luna or something in the safe lane, but versus the DK, very difficult for you to punish. Nice connections on the crit. Crit almost getting dropped down. They do have the meta, at least to push them away. Amar, he's got stick, so both of them dropping low to the harass.
Stick and salve ready between the two of them.
It's a lot of contesting up here. Both heroes dropping low. 5-3 on the Mars, 5-2 on the Terrorblade. A meta used to secure CS. It's already halfway through.
Definitely going to be that timing to go when that comes to an end. Definitely imagine that Falcons are going to try and get the catch on one of the two of them.
And just continue the poke onto him, of course. How's the regen situation looking for BetBoom? No tangos right now, but I imagine they're going to be bringing at least Bracer and Tango as they are for the Terrorblade.
Mid lane.
Malrine's going to be just fine.
Yeah, they're going to be able to trade farm pretty easy. And the 6 has been hit on Malrine. And things will get a bit tricky around that lane for the old Zeus.
Yeah, we'll have to see if any rotations come out to help him out for that dive that's potentially going to come from Malrine very early. And he should, in theory, on the Timber, hit 6 just a little bit faster than that Zeus too, because of those little denies that you do get inside the waves. But first few waves, looking pretty good. Miro getting a couple extra CS over Skitter. I think they have had the side pull open, so they were able to get a couple of these pulls off to deny some creeps.
This is what we're seeing, though, kind of in all 3 games, though, from BetBoom. It comes to hitting the creeps in lane.
Yep, very good.
They do tend to do pretty well, but when it comes to the mid-game and the calls, the shot calling, the game plan, it's always fallen in favor of Falcons this series.
Game plan and itemization and stuff like that. All these little things matter when it's these 2 best teams in the world at the moment.
This bottom lane, very difficult for BetBoom to ever really be able to set up. Skeeter and Snaking on the Kunkka and Enchantress, 2 difficult heroes to tackle early on.
Yeah, they're more than fine. And the levels building up for the Enchantress starts to give you kill threat onto both this Kunkka and the SD. Maybe not so much the Kunkka with a DK, but the SD, if he steps out of position, can definitely die.
Middle tower is under attack.
What's TB doing up here? Okay, they got the healing Lotus for him for Nightfall. So.
And he's got meta back up in 10
Yep.
seconds, so maybe BetBoom themselves can try something.
Yep. Level 2 barrage as well now on Toronto Tokyo, so if he's able to close the gap onto Amar, it's good damage. But the bracers, they're out for these offlaners. 2 bracers to be able to keep them sustained.
We'll be able to maintain control here, at least around the neutral creeps.
Nice pull here from Toronto Tokyo. He was able to actually get the double stack, so this whole creep wave will be taken away and reset the positioning for Nightfall. But on the other side, of course, there is that double camp, the hard camp that they're able to pull on the side of Falcons.
I want to step up. I mean, Nightfall.
That is popped.
Going to try and go for the kill here. The pushback with the God's Rebuke is enough to allow Mar to back away. Pot,
Yeah,
letting
Camp is
me
bottom.
get the kill.
All right.
Snake King taken down before he's able to TP away.
Got him trapped on the side there. Nice position there from Save. When they have a missile on top, I think level 4 is when they can probably look to maybe get one of these kills. Still difficult until that point. I think it's just mostly, I mean, when you're playing with TB, it's not really to go for kills, it's just to secure farm. So you can understand why Toronto Tokyo went for that flak build to push and pull. And it's slowing down Amar a little bit here. 26 to the 26-7. Pretty even CS across the board, except for that mid disparity.
And we've seen, even if Amar has a slow start in the lane, it doesn't tend to ever matter.
Nope.
Always ends up having a very good game.
Have to watch for when these heroes start getting low. GPK soon hitting level 6. Power runes getting checked, snaking, starting to make the move over. Level 6 is on the Timber Saw, so GPK has to be pretty careful. Observer ward instantly taking out. It looks like they're trying to set up for the double save. Tries to protect the bottom rune, won't be able to get it. Maureen gets an invis. And GPK has to go back to base.
Yeah, it's at that point now where he is definitely at risk. Marin is able to find his way over towards GPK. This Zeus has got to be careful. Marin able to start farming the creep wave and the neutrals.
Dropping dangerously low. Has to step away.
It's soon going to get pretty tough for him to stay in lane against these two.
He might just go jungle now on TV pretty soon.
And bottom lane, I mean, whilst they sort of spend time looking towards snaking it, it's just giving Skeeter the freedom to sit in the lane very nicely.
Not easy for them to pressure onto him as...
The old chap's starting to come out here from Amar.
I didn't even see which one this one was for. He just did a good job. Maybe a deny or something. I didn't get to see. Miro. Nice body blocks coming out from snaking. Can't quite go for the kill.
Still making it not easy for him.
No.
I mean, if anything, now with Maureen rotating in, they...
Wait, Nightfall came back up here.
They could look for the kills. I mean, GPK's
nice
coming with the backup. They've got to bring these rotations in. They have to punish Maureen, and they will.
Nice move from GPK. I was going to say, wow, Nightfall came back up. That's why he's going to be bringing the squad to save that lane for himself.
Yeah, there was no way they were going to let Maureen get away with that.
Might be able to get more, too. Save.
They've got the setup if they want to.
Level 3 barrage. GPK still in the area.
For this. I mean, Amar pretty beefy with the 2 braces and the 1 charges. He's going to actually turn and get a bit aggressive onto towards Toronto Tokyo. Tries to push back the rest with the spear, but he's gone. So BetBoom will manage to pick up the 2 kills out of that move top.
Great moves. Maureen straight back to the mid lane. Gets that farm to keep going. But a nice moves from BB to be able to at least get Nightfall back into that lane. He doesn't want to go jungle just yet. So bringing 4 heroes top. Slowing down the Mars quite a lot. Level 4 now only on Amar. How are these stacks looking?
Maureen's going to try and get involved and take away some of them.
He has an amp damage. I mean, this is absurd burst if he gets on anybody. And Skitter, in the meantime, while his lane gets pretty much no pressure, does hit the 6, will start to hit this tower here. And they are getting some surround. Miero used his TP. He X-TP'd himself back to base.
I mean, if they can get the setup on him,
Maureen's
definitely going to be able to offer up the damage. They've got to bring in TPs. BetBoom. We're going to see if they can stop Falcons from getting away with this plane. Indeed, Maureen's playing a bit more careful this time. Miro's going to be able to turn with the boat combo down on towards Snake King. Snake King getting burst low, but they're pushing forward with Skeeter. They've got further backup coming in here, Falcons. Sure, they'll lose Snake King, but in return, Falcons are able to take down Toronto Tokyo.
Can Miro get himself out?
He's in with the Timber Chain. Maureen's in on top of him. The Whirling Death comes into play. Double kill for Maureen. This time, BetBoom not able to successfully punish these aggressive moves from Maureen. Maureen, he comes out on top.
Snake forces a boat onto himself. You see the way they split when the fight happened too? Maureen knows he can just go south, dodge the boat, get the timber chain across, and they're going to take the entire triple stack. Maureen cleans it up.
Dire's bottom tower
Nightfall.
is under attack.
He's trying to push forward there. He's got to be careful because the arena's up.
Sunder.
It's been used pretty early and backup's coming in. Perfectly waiting there for the timing to get in with the stun towards the end of the arena. Amar, it's all with the bait and the turnaround. He was ready to go and he was ready to tip. Drops it immediately.
Such quick moves from the supports. Snake respawns an instant TP to top. A 2K lead now for them just off those two moves. And yeah, Maureen took a triple stack on the right side while that was happening after they got the kills.
I mean, in game 1 and game 2, you know, at least for BetBoom, they had sort of the early game going for them. Here in game 3, they're already falling behind.
Yep. The Kunkka falling behind and the overall with the Terrorblade, a hero that needs a lot of time to ever be involved, and he's playing versus a lot of counters. Gonna be a slow start for BetBoom.
And there's no doubt that it was always going to be tough for BetBoom to sort of pull themselves back together after those first 2 rough losses this series. They start from Falcons in game 3, looks to be pretty scary.
Farming these stacks. I mean, Maureen, full Kaya now finished up, top of net worth, 800 over that Zeus. And this DK too, he is a very farm Skeeter. He's gonna go for the, it looks like he's gonna rush the Blink. That can be really nice to close the gap versus the TB versus the Zeus if they do want to play to accelerate the game on the side of Falcons this time, because they're the ones with that advantage. This is not a game where they're going to have to split and avoid by any means. They can look to take those battles versus BB with this type of start.
Yeah, because for the longest of moments this game, you'd imagine Nightfall, he's just going to completely avoid the fights, just hitting the jungle.
He'll just, if he shows up anytime versus this Timberstar, he's just dead. And Maureen soon going to be pretty out of control. He's got the Kaya, and once that Eternal Shroud comes out, the damage is definitely pretty limited on the side of BB to take him out. They're going to try to hold this tower as long as possible for Nightfall, with the creep Enchantress forcing the issue.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He'll be able to keep it a little bit longer. Glyph gets popped, keeping that catapult alive. He's actually going to send another creep in. They want to finish this tower off.
BetBoom, they've got the 3 of them here, but starting a fight seems pretty tricky.
Mari's very tanky too with this build, with the pig pole as well that he's picked up. He's 1600 HP, and he just keeps getting the spam. I mean, this TP's dropping a little low. We'll be able to keep the tower alive, not in deny range just yet, at the least there on the side of BetBoom. Smoke now coming up though.
And this early blink could be brutal.
Yeah. GPK,
unlikely to expect this.
It's for the power rune as well too, GPK.
Here's the jump.
And he's caught instantly.
The blink dagger reveal couldn't be any better. GPK's gone and maybe even able to push for more here, Falcons. They'll see if they can chase on Toronto Tokyo. A great timber chain there from Marin up to the high ground.
Oh boy.
This Timberstar.
And he got another blink.
I mean, they could go for another one. Skeeter's in, Dragon Tail into the spin. Triple kill for Maureen.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed.
4K lead already, contesting the stacks. I mean, GPK dies so fast. The Bedlam thrown on Skeeter even before he jumps. And now they can pressure the tower. All towers starting to fall very early here. Snaking's going to be able to take top tower while they take the mid tower as well. Map is going to shrink super fast with the TB draft versus all these counters. Huge concerns for BetBoom already early on.
And you can see it there. It's
they're feeling it.
What do you do?
Yeah. The last pick Zeus gets jumped and just dies instantly.
No, great. Now I'm seeing
it's just so difficult for BetBoom to find anything on the map right now. They've got at least the 3 of them down bottom. We'll put some pressure onto the tier 1 there, but Falcons, we saw how much they were able to get from the map in the beginnings of game 1 and game 2, where BetBoom were getting the lead in kills and such. You can only imagine what Falcons were able to clean up on the map when they've got this sort of early lead. 5K advantage.
I feel like they have to just play around Miro. Like, Miro has to get help and get involved to be able to bring the team back, but Miro now on an island, isolated completely.
And they get the jump.
He's very dead.
He tries to get the boat off, he will, but he's already gone.
They're just more than one step ahead, it feels like, on the side of Falcons this time. Absolutely free farming on all 3 cores, the supports as well. Nightfall getting some farm, but not really what you want on this Terrorblade when he's playing versus all these counters. An instant smoke again. Toronto Tokyo going for a bit of a sneaky play here, trying to steal Wisdom. But here's Amar.
See if he's able to get it. I mean, the arena's been dropped down. Could he pick it up in time? He can't get... Oh, I need a mask. He's able to get him himself.
Dire's middle tower
The arena
is under
stopping
attack.
Toronto Tokyo from being able to pick it up.
I think he tried to deny it as well, and he just can't because he can't hit outside the arena. So
Yeah. And Amar, he's really feeling himself right now.
yeah, they're reading every play.
You know, the first 2 games, he got bullied in the
Oh,
early game. This
and
time
look at
round,
this.
he's doing the bullying.
Another triple ancient stack. Hello, Miro. It's
Oh.
done quickly.
And maybe a kill.
Another
TP's
bedlam.
coming in. I mean, Snakey's just dishing out the damage with the impetuses. And Toronto Tokyo, he's going to turn up, but as quickly as he turns up, he's going to get taken out.
Peter might go down.
The Fear's there as well. He's going to be able to push back the Terrorblade. I mean, Nightfall, he has just under his teammate to keep himself healed up. Malrine, he's diving in towards the 3 of them.
Nightfall trying to push forward. I mean, all of BetBoom responding to try to protect the Ancients, but the Ancients are gone. They get the kill on Skitter, but only that.
Nice, yeah, only that indeed.
I mean, we see Snaking adjusting his build a little bit, going for max impetus this time because he's playing versus the TB. He can just hit TB. It's very, very powerful versus him. Snake.
He's still hanging around.
They can't clean him up.
Dire's bottom tower is
I
under
believe that's Amar having a Blink Dagger as well. So 2 different ways to follow up. I believe the Mage Slayer soon for Skater too. So they're getting more and more answers on the side of Falcons to deal with the magic damage burst that BetBoom potentially has. But a 7K lead already, it's 15 minutes.
Nah, this is crazy stuff. I mean, Falcons.
With their comfort. I mean, for the first time in the series, in the early game, they're the ones dominating the map.
It's completely dominating.
And look, they're already surrounding bottom. Can they get away? Looks like they can. A deep ward placed also from Toronto Tokyo will allow them to at least sneak for now. Amar
Dire's bottom tower
wanted to
is
find the
under
angle, but he
attack.
can't. But another tower to fall.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
And BetBoom. He's got to somehow buy time for Nightfall to get his farm online. Even then,
It's him versus the world. He's versus a Timber who's very strong versus him. Same thing with the Mars. Even the Willow and the Ench. These support heroes are good versus a Terrorblade. The damage they provide both from the Impetus as well as just what Crit can provide from Bedlam with these 2 instant stunners, right? With the Mars and the DK, he just throws a Bedlam and massive magic damage versus the TB. Okay, being very sneaky down here.
Mira.
Another catch. Good damage there to Crit, of course, with the Blade Mail, but how many deaths in a row is that? 4 now from Yarrow. They're unable to really rally around him, it seems like. He keeps getting picked off, and he's the one that they need to have to make any type of early aggressive moves, it feels like.
They're
And now
pushing in
another
for more
one.
hits, Snaking and Crit. They're looking to save. Skeeter, another jump, another stun, another kill.
This is just absolute domination.
And Falcons very much just showing off fantastically here now in this game 3.
And the timings are hit for at least for the first set of few big items, right? The Blink and the Mage Slayer on Skitter.
Oh, wait,
Malrine absolutely massive, and
Oh,
he got it though. He got it down.
He got it down. The final place last drink, it was there.
Oh, they don't like that.
They don't.
Sorry, Malrine.
Oh no, Malrine.
But yeah, Malrine massive. Kaya-san,
Yep.
Eternal Shroud, level 15 at 17 minutes and 30 seconds. One of the more farmed Timber Stars I think we've seen. 5-1, but also stealing, I believe, 2 or 3 stacks. He's at 10 CS a minute. And the map pressure at this point, showing on lanes for the side of BB is terrifying. Gonna smoke up with the 3 of them.
All right.
And I
See
think
if
that you
they
have
can
to
make
bring.
something happen.
I think you have to smoke his 4. You have to bring Miro, get him involved so he's not just dying, not doing anything. Like he hasn't been able to catch.
Maybe they can kill Skeeter. He's on his own.
He's got Mage Slayer.
He's already blinked away.
It's really tanky. All 5 heroes on BetBoom clustered. Here comes Malrine. That's just a Zeus ult to scout everyone full HP on the side of Falcons.
Yeah, BetBoom can't start something from
No.
this position.
I don't even know if they have, even if they commit absolutely everything onto Malrine, I don't know if he dies anymore at this point. They're gonna need more items to be able to deal with this Timber.
Don't run off.
Amar. I've got him with the X mark.
This is one they could perhaps catch.
Let's see if they can go for him. Get the poke connection. I mean, the Fear's going to push back the 3 of them. Very nicely aimed there by Crit. Snake King, he'll get caught on the back lines. They'll burst through the Enchantress, but the question is if maybe Falcons can get back in on this. They can.
They are in.
Cheetah jumps in, the spear from Amar. It catches on towards Miro. As Maureen heads in with the timber chain, closes the gap, cuts down the Kunkka.
BetBoom's got to run. They're stunned, GPK.
Curse Brown's there. They just move forward. Maureen's ready to dive tier 2s. There is nothing that threatens this timber.
And another catch.
The arena's there from Amar, just chaining these kills after kills after kills. I mean, Nightfall, he has got a Sunder available. Manta as well. He's looking for the Dragon Tail, won't get it. So Nightfall manages to walk away, but again, it's just...
They can't get anyone. They get just the Enchantress.
Dyer's
They wanted Amar, but Amar somehow tanks through all of it, survives till the end of
and
it.
turns around on them.
And that's the big first showing, it feels like, where BB has first turned up with all 5 heroes. They throw all the ultis, and all they get is an Enchantress.
Probably back to farming now for BetBoom then.
They have
They
to.
tried to do something there.
They have to farm, but it doesn't feel great either,
Yeah.
farming versus what Falcons has already. Amar about to have his BKB.
Let's see what the next play is going to be. Nightfall. Scardia a while away.
They can't fight.
I mean, Maureen, he's probably not going to die again this game.
Feels like it. Fully on the defensive posture now, BetBoom. Maybe just settle, going for your Tormentor. Take what you can get at this point. But Falcons, I mean, they're ready to fight. Another
They
smoke.
certainly are.
Yep. Looking just to steamroll him. Seem to know where GPK is as well. They're pinging right on top of him. They're making the swing. 21 minute. They could look to go for those Wisdom Runes. They might just know exactly where they are.
Yeah, they could just blink straight in on top of it, feels like. Tormentor.
Maureen is hasted and is zooming over.
And this Tormentor's going to bring some of them a bit low on BetBoom. They will get it.
Can they
Jump
get
off from
away?
Amar, seeing if you get the catch, but BetBoom, they make it away.
Maureen?
Wisdom Rune will fall for them though. Falcons able to push forward, get the Wisdom Rune. Picked up on crit.
That was close. Imagine like 10 seconds or something like that. They could just wipe everybody. A nice strike there. BetBoom finally gets something going slightly their way.
Gotcha.
How's Miro doing on Aghanims? I mean, it's so delayed this game.
Yeah, it's going to come out at a timing where these
They already have the answers.
BKB's on Amar, so he's not going to care.
And they're just tanky on the other
They
cores.
are, yes. Cheetah, he gets caught in a torrent storm. He's probably not going to care at this point.
Nope. Miro has to be very careful how he shows himself. Stave is behind him. They'll scout.
Sticking together as 5 once again, BetBoom.
Trying to get the D ward. Toronto,
They can
Tokyo.
them themselves. Amar's in with a follow-up. They're going to look to burst through the gyro, but there's disruptions there from Stave. Amar pots the BKB. He'll be able to finish off the gyro. And now Miro stepping up. They're ready to go for more. Skeeter's in with the Dragon Tail straight away on towards Stave. Miro goes for the TP out, the fear and the spears there from Amar and Crit. No escape for Miro. 3 dead again on BetBoom.
They're just cruising through this game. Snaking was even looking to set up onto GPK and Nightfall too. I mean, the pressure. Toronto, Tokyo, he knows.
What do you do?
He's like, what do we
can you
even do? Look at Snaking going toe-to-toe with GPK. The 5 position versus the mid laner.
What can they do?
It's just getting worse and
Dyer's
worse.
middle tower is under attack.
Arcane Rune now from Maureen. Shiva soon on the horizon. All right, a smoke out here from BetBoom. See if they can find anything.
Now looking for Snaking. He's got a full Hurricane Pike done.
Oh my
He'll
lord.
be able to push away. Cooldown thrown out.
And now his team is
I mean,
here to back him up.
outrunning it. The Thunder God's Wrath popped, but barely does anything at all. They just turn, destroy Toronto, Tokyo. Nightfall, he's going to get caught by Skeeter.
He's gone.
The stun. He's gone. The question marks are flying out here from Amar.
I think BetBoom knows this is done. They can't do. Toronto Tokyo just like walked in and looked like hands off keyboard or something. Falcons just absolutely insane.
Skeeter dropping some words of advice here.
I mean,
They feel that it's over.
okay.
What does that even mean? I'll BetBoom. He probably is. They do tend to mute each other, some of these teams, before the games. Getting called out here, Skeeter. And looks like Toronto may be right. I think he's got them all on mute.
More than likely.
Yeah.
A ward right on top of Toronto Tokyo.
And
Oh, okay.
Timber Chain won't get him, but the
But everything
Chakra,
else will.
that certainly will. And same time in the minute mark, actually won't get the catch here with the arena. Whoops, looks like GPK was able to jump out in time. 20-5, 16K lead.
It's Nightfall trying to get some farm, but he's not ahead of the Mars, not ahead of the DK, not ahead of the Timber. The rest of his heroes is answered at this point too. Now he just really does feel like smooth sailings for Falcons, is snaking the position 5, taking out the tier 2 top by himself. No fear from him. I say the position 5, but he's pretty much a 3 position right now. What do you do?
Dire's top tower is
It's
under
gonna take
attack.
Snay is taking the entire tower.
Yep, they just don't want to approach him.
Nope.
I mean, BetBoom, if they go for a fight, they know that they're probably going to lose it.
Yep. I mean, Miro, he's set up. Okay, Snay is very alone now. 5 heroes rotating for him, and he gets the Hurricane.
He's already
up
backing off.
before it.
And Miro's not able to get the initiation in time.
That is just brutal.
It's going to take some,
Massive throw.
yeah, some sort of crazy mistake from Falcons on the high ground push, it
Yeah.
feels, to see this game having any sort of hope for BetBoom.
And it feels like that just never happens.
But,
Even when
yep.
they're behind, they're not making that many of these mistakes, if any. Yeah, they're just cruising. They're just everyone's chilling around the map, and we're playing on their own now at this point. They don't feel like they feel like they've already solved all the answers they needed to in this game. As the TB, he's still getting some farm. Maybe on the last Ayascati timing when they get it, maybe they try to go for that hopeful fight, but it is quite hopeful.
Heal us.
That the Aghanims finished for Miro. All right, so Ags on the Kunkka plus that. I mean, they can hope and
Dire's
dream
bottom
that it'll be
tower
enough.
is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Another Thunder Gods just to scout. Can't do anything with it.
And what they're going to see is really the insane amount of items that all the Falcons heroes are picking up.
I mean, items and levels, right?
Dire's bottom
I can,
tower is
right?
under
Malrine
attack.
level 19. The lowest level on the side of Falcons is the highest level on the side of BetBoom. Snaking level 14, Terrorblade level 14.
Dire's bottom
Tower's being taken. I mean, BetBoom, they're starting to kind of scramble out of their base on this top lane. They've been able to push it all the way around. Getting some sort of farm. I mean, Nightfall doing his best to just keep up there with the cause of Falcons.
He's trying. But yeah, level 14.
are scanning.
Falcons, they're ready to heat things up again. The smoke's out.
Yeah, they're like, oh, they got the top lane pushed out. Let's send them back to the base. Snaking, looking for
Dire's
save.
bottom
Save has a
tower
blink.
is under attack.
Will be able to blink TP himself out, but Miro.
They're going to search through the
He's in
tree
a tough
line there.
spot.
Indeed, going to get the catch on the Kunkka.
Another easy kill.
Torrent Storm indeed not going to do a whole lot, and the TP not a chance with that.
If I call you mate, I don't mean it literally.
Falcons can just do whatever they want on the map. Aghanim's about to be finished for Skitter as well. Level 18 already has been pretty much invulnerable this game. Add that on top. Toronto Tokyo will be able to get himself away at the least. They're farming what feels like 10% of the map on the side of BetBoom compared to Falcons getting just 90% control.
Yeah, I mean, as we've seen the series, Falcons' efficiency is insane when they're behind, and when they're ahead, it's even more impressive. They just
Dire's top tower is under attack.
maximize perfectly, and they just don't get punished for it.
Nope.
BetBoom, they can't stop them from getting anything on this map. Falcons, they can do what they want right now.
And they completely constricted too, right? Like the Wisdom Rune's not even able to get grammed here from BetBoom. They were able to get the one Tormentor earlier, but I think they're not going to have that chance for the next one if it even lasted that long. 21K just keeps growing more and more and more for Falcons.
Let's have a look. Looks like we've got a bit of a live, spontaneous giveaway, I imagine, from the crowd as Purge just walks out and gives one of those Intel i9s to a lucky viewer there. Congratulations.
That's pretty high.
Well, there you go. That's
Nice.
easy.
Toronto Tokyo, I mean, trying to steal like a Wisdom Rune or something here. They're just trying anything they can do to get at least a little something.
Just to be clear, if I call you mate, I don't
I mean, again,
mean
they're
it literally.
just trying to sneak out on the map.
But they're just getting so much more farm, and yeah, they just have all the answers in the world for poor Nightfall when he does turn up. I mean, he's got Scotty, but it really just doesn't feel like it's going to do absolutely anything to almost any of these heroes. Amara, full Satanic. The 3 cores are unbelievably tanky, and the 2 supports are pretty unhittable.
Yeah.
You know, Snaking very farmed, hard to kill with this Untouchable, and Crit's just going to be playing in the back with Shadow Realm.
And maybe if Nightfall's able to get the BKB ready before the next fight, he can turn up and mildly threaten one of the heroes, but
no damage at that point then,
that's
right?
probably the extent of it.
Yeah. As Roche to fall. Falcons playing it clean.
Let's see if they want to take it to the high ground with this one. Aegis on Skeeter.
Feels like they sure can. Feels like they can do pretty much anything on the map.
And looks like Amar.
Look at that.
Is he going to find him down here? Ooh. Oh!
He does! Hello.
Oh, we're going to get a tip or some more chat for that.
course.
There's the XP. All right. He's having a great time here, Amar. He's having a whole lot of fun. I'll tell you, in this game 3, I said game 1, game 2, they were focusing him pretty hard. This game, he's only died the once, 4-1 and 4.
And he gets to play his Mars, so
He
he's
does.
always having fun, of course.
He's in his element right now.
All of them, of course, on these Grandmaster heroes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, Falcons
Just
very much feels like they can kind of play with their food right now. They can draw this out as much as they want.
Yeah, even the illusions, they come out to try to get some farm. Snake and kills them in 2 impetuses. Nightfall unable to even get that growth that he desperately needs in this game.
They're starting to close in on the base.
They've got all 3 lanes starting to get pushed in. No damage onto Malrine whatsoever.
I mean,
And Miro,
he tries to step up to set something up here. Will manage to get the boat off, but Amar's in with a jump. Gets the arena out to the 2 of them. Safe will protect himself with a destruction. Miro trying to escape, but Safe gets cut down by Malrine. Urena keeping Miro trapped in. They'll get the 2 of them. It's
And
a
onto the
double
high
kill for
ground.
Malrine. Now onto the tier 3.
onto every single one of these lanes. Splitting the illusions up, sending it top and bottom. This feels like it's time for Falcons if they'd like to close it out.
I mean, we'll see if maybe BetBoom want to try and pull together one final attempt with the full 5 of them.
They don't have their boat or torrent, their most important one as well.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Falcons too good.
Dire's
The mid-racks are gone.
Top as well. Getting pressured.
I mean, they'll have everyone back up in 20 seconds, BetBoom, but what does it matter at this point?
They're just gonna tickle these cores. Maybe try for that smoke, kill one hero and GG. That's what it feels like as Falcons. Snaking continues to sieging the tower by himself.
And Amar's ready to close it up in style. He's got his basher.
Oh yeah. They'll play it safe. Back up for a second, wait for DK form in about 15 seconds. Falcons can do whatever they please.
Falcons. Got Amar.
Ooh, a shield rune. I mean, these cores can't die, and now
You throw that on top of Malrine.
they don't take any damage. I guess he's gonna probably get it purged off anyway, but whatever, he's invulnerable. All right, Nightfall. How close to BKB? The one timing
he
that
close?
Nightfall he kind of can have. Yeah, he's about 200,
All
300
right,
gold
they'll
away.
get the Tormentor.
Ah!
Oh, GP, careful.
Oh.
That's the Thunder to keep GPK safe.
Holy moly.
Dire's
But the racks, it's dropping.
Dire's top
This
barracks.
will indeed be, by the looks of it, a second set.
They can't even put up a fight.
Nothing to be done.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
All that's really left for Falcons is to just deal with the bottom wave. I mean, they've got top and mid coming in, so they could even just force the high ground on the bottom side. Get those mega creeps.
Oh, this is going to be really sad when Nightfall pops meta and just tickles heroes.
We're gonna see one fight
We want to see one.
when he gets to turn up and
Radiant's
try and do something.
bottom
try.
under attack.
Is there tidal wave at least? No, no tidal wave on Miro. It's like it feels like pull into fountain kind of situations. But there is also a Mars in this game, so there's potential for Falcons to even dive fountain at this point.
Still many minutes, so just the 1 minute left on the Aegis. Not that it matters.
Not
I mean,
that it matters.
He's ready to go in Aegis or not.
Yep. Just making them suffer as much as possible, it feels. So tip on to save.
Getting a final bit of banter out. before the game likely closes up.
Yeah, they can't even send any illusions outside. Snake just clears them, takes them as well.
Bottom tower is under attack.
So you have it ready. All right, BKB at the ready. Skitter on the front. Illusions just poking them from behind.
I mean, if they do something, they're probably going to want to wait until at least the Aegis is out. 20 seconds. They're going to try, but at the same time, Marinese jumped on Toronto Tokyo. Toronto Tokyo jumps away with the Ogre Steel Totem. They'll get back for now.
Got some
Falcons.
illusions of their own.
And Snaking, he's just frontlining it. They're going to turn towards Snaking, see if they can kill him off with the boat combo. I mean, the damage is coming in. Thunder God's Wrath as well. Snaking, he will die.
They'll get a support.
They get something.
Cost them everything. That's every spell used to kill off Snaking.
I mean, which means the Falcons are likely to just be able to go in with just the 4 of them. And they're going to try it. Skeeter, BKB's pop, Marin, he jumps over towards save. They'll do their best to try and cut the Timber Storm. They'll catch him in the Torrent Storm, but do they have the damage? Nightfall trying his best to tackle this Timber Storm, but Mira caught in the brambles. He's out. They've got buybacks. We'll see if they even bother to use them here. As this game may just be over off the back of this push. I mean, the Marin's going to chill at the side. He's sort of trapped. Will be able to pull his way out with the Timber Chain. Just back up to full HP with the Casual God's Rebuke. They'll back off. But the damage continuing to be done here by Falcons.
That was the BKB from Nightfall to protect himself. All heroes on Falcons up, all grouped up still on bottom. Can keep this push going if they'd like.
They're holding, but only just, if even that.
I mean, the gold lead is just so tremendous.
I mean, yeah, this whole game has just very much been a highlight reel here for Falcons. On all 5 of their heroes, all 5 of their players.
All 5 of their cores.
Yep.
Which seems
basically, yeah, this is the tried and tested 5-core strat here from Falcons.
Although Crit definitely taking more of a back foot, you know, playing this type of Aether Lines build, throwing the Bedlams and stuff like that. He's not some crazy hoodwink as Toronto Tokyo. Hello. He does live.
He'll get away from this.
At the least.
Falcons. They're ready to push up. I mean, got the Manta, at least on GPK. Maybe he can get some sort of creep cutting going, push out some waves. Not that his illusions are going to live very long, though.
No, probably not.
If any of Falcons' heroes sees them, they'll kill them off very quickly.
Last Rax.
Range Racks are gone. Only the melee Racks left here on this bottom lane.
Falcons, all the BKBs coming back up. 8 seconds for Malrine, 10 seconds for Amar.
And Marian's in.
He's just jumping.
Making the space here for the illusions to push on to the barracks. They're going to throw everything down onto this Timber Storm, but the BKB's up. Marian's able to pull away with the Timber Chain. And Nightfall attempting to step forward here with the Metamorphosis. But Skeeter is just continuing to beat into the barracks. They'll
He's got BKB.
They're going to push him back with the Tidal Wave. They'll bring him a little low, but he's able to walk away. Back to safety. They can reset here, Falcons. Not a risk of losing any of their lives.
And they can just wait till meta ticks out. That was, again, everything expended pretty much from the side of BetBoom. They'll have BKB at least on Nightfall, but yeah, no meta for him to hit any of these targets. 20 seconds until Roche, if they'd like to be very safe on the side of Falcons. And why not?
I think they're enjoying this team. Falcons.
They're making them suffer, you know.
Speed this up. Absolutely, they're having a whole world of fun here.
You know, we've heard Aoi a couple times in the past. You know, he might be a sweet, loving guy, but we have heard him say he likes to make people suffer in Dota quite a bit, so.
We've certainly done that to BetBoom, not only this game, but this series.
Yeah.
The way that they dealt with Game 1 and Game 2, masterfully so.
Just continue a chokehold on this game. I'm surprised it hasn't ticked to the 100% win probability, by the way. I keep checking. It's been at 99% for about 20 minutes, but...
I feel like this guy's waiting to take his drink for 20 minutes. Come on.
Wait a minute, his cup's empty.
There we go. He just likes to make us wait. And they won't make us wait anymore here, Falcons. Skeeter's in. Save's gone. But they really could just continue to tease around with him. Yeah, Skeeter's got 5.5k gold ready to spend.
They can buy whatever they'd like. He's queuing up like 10 different... I keep seeing him change his items that he's got queued.
Maybe just pick up a rapier to finish in style.
Why not? Rax dropping, glyph available.
On this, it's going to be the Mega Creeps. The Mega Creeps are out.
Full AC now too for Amar, why not? keep that absurd scaling going.
Is under attack.
Is there any items that BetBoom's closing in on?
They'll have a break, at least on Nightfall. That might be the biggest one. The Silver Edge, if it comes out, to at least try to focus down a target. But I mean, look at Maureen. That says the state of the game. And I mean, it's been like that for 20 plus minutes, 30 minutes or so. There's Toronto, Tokyo.
He's not getting out. Oh, maybe he could. No,
No.
yeah, it blinks up. Bash is there as well on the right click.
They're just having fun with their food.
There we go, back to the all chat.
It's back. Took a moment.
Now Skeeter, he's in. Gets in with the jump.
Miro's
Straight on
chain
the Miro.
controlled.
The chakrams are out from Mario. Miro will be able to turn and get the boats off, as he will manage to run from this. Nightfall turns with the metamorphosis towards Maureen. They bring him down to half HP, but yeah, no Toronto Tokyo for 40 seconds. Doesn't have buyback.
I mean, Maureen's 25.
Catch him in another torrent. Nightfall has got BKB if necessary. Definitely feels like he needs a whole lot more than that now. The arena's out. They've caught save. He's gone. Maureen's over towards Nightfall. The second tier 4 to fall.
They're just hitting the buildings at this point. Snaking wants out.
And they'll call it GG.